My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor. Terri Harper. She won the...
This bout is scheduled for 10...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Nice job by her to block that jab. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Punch, counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Left counter scores. Good counter punch. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Nice counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Left counter was perfectly timed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell for round two. Nice counter shot with the right hand. There's a counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice job landing that left counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Good counter punching from both these athletes. Just misses with the right uppercut. Good counter right hand again. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good left counter that lands. It's bombs away. Beautiful counter punch. She got out of the way of that right hook. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. The jab just got blocked. Good counter left hand there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. The bell rings and we start the third. That left counter punch. Score. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. right hand. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. These punches coming from every angle. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Punch scores. Right hook catching air. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Back at it in round 4. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it. No rest for the weary. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Either fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That seemed like eternity for them finally come. Time for the 5th round. They score again with the left hand. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. You've got to be careful.
That hook won't score. She misses with that jab. start respecting each other's punching power. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That left hook doesn't find its target. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging. On to the 6th round. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Just gets out of the way of that left hand. She blocks the uppercut. These two are the perfect dance partners. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it.
And there's the bell for round 7. She misses with the jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Fantastic punch. She can't find a home for that jab. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Harper got clipped. Harper is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Boy, this next round is going to be... And we enter the 8th round. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Which fighter will say no mas? You'd like to see more jabs. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That seemed like eternity. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. There's a scoring blow. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Just missed with that hook. Does not score. Only catching air with that hook. Oh, what a punch! Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? This is the 10th. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
blocks that right hook. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo? Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Couldn't land that jab. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.